Welcome back to another episode of the White Sox March to October. And we have had an insanely dominant start to the 2027 World Series. We swept the Twins in 3 games, with them all being lopsided games. And now we're up 2-0 in the ALCS, heading on the road to New York. But that's not all. In addition to getting off to a 5-0 start in this postseason run, we are also on a 26-game postseason winning streak dating back to 2 seasons ago. So every game at this point feels like we're playing for more than just our 4th straight World Series title, which in itself is a big deal. But we're also playing to extend this crazy postseason winning streak one more game with every game we play. And here we go. We get to start game 3 in a favorable situation, a 2-1 lead, getting ready for the bottom of the 6th. So far, we have a homer from Shea Langoliers, and then Austin Hayes is driven in our other run. We only have 3 hits on the board though. And Grant Taylor's making his first start of the postseason, 5 innings deep. He's got 9 punch outs, which that's big too, because we have another streak brewing here in all 5 of our games in this postseason so far. Our starting pitching, actually, hang on one second. I think he took a lead off a second, so I'll take that free out immediately. Are you kidding me? Not even the CPU knows you can't do that? But anyway, our starting pitching has been crazy dominant in this postseason run so far, and every single starter has had at least 10 strikeouts, has had double-digit strikeouts, and I want to say at least 7 innings pitched, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. But Grant Taylor, all he needs is 1 more punch-out, and he adds to that streak, and that'd be 6 games in a row. But that's why I say this has been one of our most dominant postseasons up to this point so far. That's unfortunate. Good thing we got that pickoff though, otherwise that would have been a tie game. And that could be an immediate double play, so we didn't get that 10th strikeout this inning, which that's kind of a shame. I think Taylor's got plenty left in the tank though. Let's add to this lead. Oh my God, and Shea, is he getting his 2nd of the game? He is. I was on that and I didn't even feel like I was. I don't even know how to explain that any different way. That was like purely reaction. It was the first swing I've taken on this game in actually like 2 or 3 days at this point. And that was just pure reflex that kicked in. 98 up in the zone. I guess I was ready for it. Wasn't consciously ready for it. Ooh, and I almost made another good swing there with Jordan Lawler. Little bit off on the PCI. How much of that did I get with? Yeah, it's not going anywhere. Not to that part of the park. Wait, okay. For a split second, it almost looked like Judge was preparing to jump, but no, he was just bracing for impact. And Hayes, though, Hayes is going to get himself, I don't know, will it be extra bases? I'm going to go for it. No, we're going to get hosed. I don't know. That was close enough with 2 outs. I still feel like that was worth it. I mean, it was worth the try. Obviously not worth getting out. Yeah, though, man, Grant Taylor does still have plenty of energy. He has plenty of time to get this 1 more strikeout. Let's just do it to Judge. That's like his specialty come postseason time. There we go. He wouldn't bite on the first 2 0-2 pitches, or first 2 2-strike pitches. But there's our 10th punch out. There's double digits. And he's not going to be done at 10 either. There's 11. Keep racking him up. Oh, and there we go. Make it 12 on a 3-2 pitch. Ooh, but they're going to Efros. This is like the one dude I can't hit right now. We've seen him in every single game so far. What's his energy looking like? Oh, he's not full, but he's not really in trouble either. Okay, no, that's a good swing. I mean, he did hang a circle change right down the middle, so I better be making a good swing on that. All right, and I'll take that. A walk from Robert. Get us 2 on. Not needing to swing the bat against Efros might be the best way to hit him. And that's why, man, because when he starts throwing that slider, I cannot see it. Dude, I can't even, I don't know. I don't know what it is. That pitch is just so special from Scott Efros. Nope, that's gonna hang up in the air long enough too. That's what happens when you start whiffing on the slider, then he throws that sinker and it's got you off of that one too. I mean, it's actually crazy. Obviously, with how good I've been playing with this team, there hasn't been too much that's given me trouble at the plate, but the fact that Scott Efros now in 3 games can just shut me down. It's ridiculous. I feel like I see it, and I'm still somehow early. Oh, there we go, though. On the 3-2 count with the runners on the move, we get the sinker, and that's going to be another RBI base hit for Colin Houck. His dominant postseason continues. He's been hitting the cover off the ball, keeping that batting average over 400. Langoliers again. That one, it's not hit high enough. Okay, I mean, it's still a very nice result. He smacked that ball, and that's another 2 driven in by Shea Langoliers. That's a 6-1 lead. That's the kind of games we're used to right now. And there we go. No more Scott Effross. We finally figured him out, I guess. And that was on a slider. I didn't even fully comprehend that. I finally hit the slider. They let me hold up. I'm still not done yet. Let's get something for Fletcher here. He's like the only one who's had some struggles here in the postseason. I don't really understand why either. And nope, I'm gonna miss the hanging slider. I can't hit with him right now, apparently. All right, man, but we got Grant Taylor, some more insurance, some more cushion. He should be able to give us this 8th. Energy, you know, it's starting to get a little low. If we didn't get those 3 runs, I might have thought about taking him out. Oh, Vlad, I guess he wasn't even close to that. I thought maybe he'd take a step towards the ball and then dive instead of just, you know, gear up for the dive and then be about 5 feet away. All right, we are in the yellow now with Taylor, so we'll keep an eye on that. I mean, a 6-1 lead, that's safe, but we don't want to make that unsafe. Oh, there we go. He's looking. I thought I hung that. I messed that up. Dude, Grant Taylor is going to end up being such a bigger piece to this team than I thought he'd be. He's already up to an 87 overall, and that potential got up to an A right at the end of the season. Like, I thought he was going to end up just kind of being a 4th, 5th starter kind of guy. But now he might have ace potential. I mean, Zach Gallen's our ace right now. He's only a 91. Maybe less hanging changeups right down the middle, though. I don't know if you're going to be an ace if you do that a lot. Probably one more. This will be the leash for Taylor if he gives up one more something here. Oh, and there we go. That's something good. Is that 14 now? 14 strikeouts for Grant Taylor. And there we go. One more to cap it off. An 8-inning, 1 run allowed, 15 strikeout game for Grant Taylor. Hayes might drop one in. Okay, why not? Let's pad our stats, man, if we can. Ooh, Vlad, no. That's not stat padding. I mean, he drilled it, but that's not where you want to drill it. Robert, though? No, it's right to him, too. That's not a fun way to end an inning. All right, we're going to get somebody in here who we haven't seen yet in this playoff run. Last year's Cy Young Award winner. And there we go. Strikeout for Woodruff, too. Oh, but Judge. I mean, whatever. If Judge is going to beat us by going the other way for a base hit, that's, you know what? We'll let him do that. Oh my God, not 2 in a row, though. Come on, Woodruff. I know it's been a while since you've pitched, but you haven't lost it like that. There we go. There's your pitch. 1 to go. And the rollover Woodruff himself has it, and that is a 3-0 series lead in the ALCS. And we did it the same way we've been winning just about all these games. A lot of offense, dominant pitching, and a lopsided score in the end. That brings us to 27 postseason victories in a row now. And we're one game away from going back to our 4th straight World Series this March to October. All right, so let's see. One more game to wrap it up. Let's see what we've got. We have the lead again, and it's the bottom of the 8th. We barely have to play in this one if we just end it. Ooh, but the Cardinals have taken a 3-2 lead over the Dodgers. Come on, Dodgers. You got to do it. You got to make this comeback. I know it seems weird for me to be rooting for the Dodgers, but we just played the Cardinals last World Series. I want a new matchup. All right, so let's do it, man. An inning and a half, basically, to wrap up the ALCS. We've got a 2-0 lead. Schuster's going to need to put in some work, though, to get to the double-digit punch-outs. strikeouts. I don't know if that's happening in this one. He was only at 4 through 7. But hey, if you only need 4 strikeouts to give me 7 scoreless, I'm not going to question your methods. All right, I want to see what kind of shape Schuster is in, because I'm not taking this game lightly. He is running a little low. We've got a good matchup right now. I might not even play around. I think I'm just going to go to Tanner Scott. He actually somehow hasn't pitched yet in the postseason. But yeah, I'm going to bring in my best arm to shut down the 8th. Bring us to the 9th. You can't ever take the legend difficulty CPU for granted. Even with how much I beat up on them at any point, these could become the super Yankees right now, and I don't want this to be that point. Actually, though, I did forget, but I want to see where our 2 runs have come from. Fletcher did something. He went deep. Montgomery drove in the other run. Man, and now all of a sudden, Luis Robert looks like the bad one here. He's got a 179 batting average in the postseason. And then, yeah, we already saw Schuster 7 innings, only 3 hits, but also only 4 strikeouts. Now his day's done, so that breaks that streak. There we go. Get him chasing up for strikeout number 1, or out number 1, but also strikeout number 1, because with how things have been going, we're probably going to rack up a few more before this one's over. Not there, though. We'll get a 1 pitch out that time. Ooh, Robert, are we going to test this? Nah, no reason to. And we seem like we're going to be getting out of it. Now, look at Colin Houck just showing off. Casual behind the back flip. Might have even been, was it a glove flip? Behind the back glove flip? All right, we only have 1 inning this time to try and get a little offense of our own. This dude's out there again. I'm pretty sure McKinley Moore has pitched in every single game so far. Now that's 4 in a row. Did Efros pitch too? I guess I didn't check their side. No Efros in this one, so he finally gets some rest. Oh, let's not do that though. Come on, man. Perfect swing. That's gonna do something. Colson Montgomery, he is gonna go deep. There we go. Even with 1 inning, we're still gonna do some damage of our own. Dude, I don't know why this gives me so much satisfaction in a fictional world, but just imagine the Yankees fans in a series like this. Not only is it about to be a 4-0 sweep, but it's about to be a 4-0 sweep of just 4 embarrassing Yankees losses. Just imagine the Twitter Yankees fans going crazy over this. Oh my god, and we're still not even done. Colin Houck again. It looked like on the scoreboard it said his average had dropped below 400. I don't know if that brings it back up over, but dude is almost establishing himself as like a star of this team right now. Oh, and finally a new arm. I don't think we've seen Ron Marinaccio yet. Ooh, and I just missed. Look at how small that PCI got. Even with good timing, that's ridiculous. Never really understand that. That's just always how it is on this game, though. If it's an off-speed pitch low and away, the PCI gets tiny, and I don't really get that. Like, if you have good timing, it shouldn't really be affected, I'd think. I don't think Lawler's gonna beat that out. No, so that's gonna end it, but not before we actually made this no longer a save situation. Still think we gotta go to Crochet, though. I still think we've gotta see him and have him be the one that sends us to the World Series. And I know we had an appearance with him before, but I'm just seeing this now for the first time. He won Reliever of the Year. I mean, that was one of the more obvious awards that we were gonna walk away with. He had 57 saves on the season. And there we go, just an easy strikeout. I feel like I didn't even have to try. And there's another one up and in, another effortless feeling punch out there. Oh, and look who's up. Let's end it with this guy. That'd be so fitting. And there's 2. Let's get him chasing that slider low and in. Let's send us to the World Series on this pitch. No, okay. You can't hype up a pitch like that. If you start hyping up one pitch, it's never gonna happen. Same pitch though here. And that's the one that's going to do it. Not a strikeout, but Colin Houck fittingly making the final out. And that is going to send the Chicago White Sox to 4 straight World Series appearances. I mean, this can probably already be considered my most successful March to October I've ever done. But we're 4 games away from making that official. I've never won 4 World Series titles in the same March to October. All right, and now the big question. One last thing we have to find out in today's episode. Did the Dodgers pull this one out? Did they turn the series around down 3-2? I want to see that LA logo, man. I want to see it. Come through for me. No, it did make it to game 7 though, and the Cardinals clutched up and held on to it. It's a World Series rematch though. That's at least somewhat exciting on its own. We faced St. Louis last season. We're facing them again. Preview has it as a lopsided matchup, and it probably is. Let's see what game 1 at home is going to look like. They're giving us a 1-1 tie in the top of the 7th inning. And I just want to look at the stats real quick here, man, because it really has. It's just been a total team effort. Like, obviously there's Colin Houck who's going crazy, but it's still been a total team effort. The wealth has been spread offensively. Everybody's contributed in at least some way. Even Dominic Fletcher finally hit a homer. But it really is the starting pitching. The starting pitching has been, I don't even know if there's a sufficient word in the English language to describe how good our starting pitching has been in this postseason. 7 starts, every single one of them a quality start, and only 5 total runs allowed in those 7 starts. I mean, the only reason I don't praise the bullpen the same way is because the starters have been so good that the bullpens barely had to pitch. Some of these guys only have an inning logged apiece because I want to see as many different arms as possible get an appearance. All right, but there we go, guys. That's gonna do it for today's episode. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that. But thanks for watching as always, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you next time.